Hi guys, welcome back to our videos on consumer math. This one we're going to be talking about discounts and markup rates. Okay, so first discounts. Discounts are the amount a price is reduced by or the money that you save. So you've probably seen discounts at stores before, right? It'll say 20% off or 50% off, especially those sales on Black Friday like we just had. Okay, or you could use a coupon and get a certain amount off, certain price or percent. Okay, so when we're finding discounts, the important thing to remember is that you're going to subtract to find the total price, right? Because it's something that you're saving. So the price of the item is actually going to be less than it used to be. So after we find the discount to find the total price, instead of adding like we were doing with tax and tip, you're going to need to subtract for the discount. Markup rate might not be something you've heard of before, but the definition says the amount of money that the company increases the price of their products from what they bought it for. So companies like Target or Best Buy or, just stores that you go to, they buy products for less than what they sell it to you. Because they have to sell it to you for more so that they make any sort of profit. So maybe they buy a movie for $8 and they sell it to you for $15, right? They're making $7 off of you. So when you're finding the markup to find the selling price, you're going to add to the original cost. So it's kind of like tax and tip, it's something additional that you're going to pay. Okay? Alright, but first we're going to start with discounts. So let's read the first question. It says, H&M sells t-shirts for $18.50 per shirt. At the end of the summer, they offer a discount of 40% off each t-shirt. What is the sale price of a t-shirt before sales tax? Okay, so I highlighted the word sale price because that's a really important thing. It's actually the question that they're asking. The sale price is how much you're actually going to be paying for it. So once you find the discount, you're going to need to subtract at the end, which I'll show you. But so we're going to set up our proportion, and when we set up our proportions, the first thing we always want to do is set up our word ratio. So here is my word ratio. It's really similar to the tax and tip ones, except for this time we're looking at discount over the original. Okay, so the discount we don't know. That's what we're trying to find. So we're going to put X on the top, but we know the original price of the shirt was $18.50. And then we know the percent that each discount is. So it's 40% off. So remember, percents always go over 100. Okay, it's really similar to tax and tip questions, except for now we're just finding a discount. Okay, so we're going to cross multiply. We get 100 times X is 100X. 18.5 times 40 is 740. Then we're going to divide by 100 on both sides to get X by itself. And we would get X is equal to 7.4. This is my discount. Okay, we're saving $7.40. But that's not what they asked. They want to know what's the sale price. So to find the sale price, like I said before, you're going to subtract it from the original. So here, our original was $18.50. We subtract the discount, which is $7.40, and we get this new decimal, 11.1. So if we're thinking about money, it needs to have two decimal places. So we're actually going to be paying $11.10 for the shirt. Okay, one way to really double check your answer is make sure that your answer is less than it was originally, right? It needs to be less. If it's a discount, we can't be paying more than $18.50. Okay. Number 2, Skaters R Us sells skateboards for $68. They are currently running a promotion to bring in new customers and are offering 15% off. How much would you save if you bought a skateboard from there? Okay, so this one just says how much would you save. So we actually don't have to do the subtraction part at the end to find our total price because they're just asking what is the discount. What would you actually not have to pay if you went to this place? But we set up the proportion the same way, right? Discount over the original. Here, again, we're looking for the discount, so we don't know what that is, but we know that the original price was $68, and then our discount is 15%, and our percent goes over 100. Okay, from there, we're just going to cross multiply again. 100 times X is 100X. 68 times 15 is 1,020. From there, we're going to divide by 100 on both sides. And we get X is equal to 10.2. So then how much would you save? You would be saving $10.20. Okay, number 3. Number 3 is a little bit different. This time we're looking for the discount rate. So let's read it and then we'll talk about what that means. So the video game Steven bought at Best Buy was $52, but was originally priced at $65. What was the discount rate? Okay, so here we're trying to figure out what was the percent. Whenever you see the word rate, you're looking for the percentage that the discount was. Like, was it 15% off? Was it 20% off? What was the discount? Okay, so they told us two prices. We have the original price of $65, and he bought it for $52. So when we look at our proportion that we usually set up, discount over original, we know the original was $65, but we don't actually have the discount just written in our word problem, right? Because if he's paying $52, the discount is actually the difference between the original and what he actually paid for it. So I took the $65, which was the original price, subtracted the discounted price, and then we found that his actual discount was $13. So sometimes you're going to need to subtract the prices to figure out the discount to fit it into your proportion. Okay, so we had 13 over 65, because 65 was our original, is equal to x over 100. So this one's a little different. We're trying to find that percent or that discount rate, so we have our x over 100 instead of the percentage, because we don't know what the percentage is. So then we're going to cross multiply. 65 times x is 65x. 13 times 100 is 1,300. We're going to divide by 65 on both sides, and we get x equals 20. So then the discount rate is 20%. So we're going to put the percent sign on there because the rate is a percentage. It's 20 out of 100, or 20%. Okay, number 4. Jimmy wants a new video game and has saved up $40 so far. He finds a video game originally priced at $55 and is on sale for 30% off. Does he have enough money? So usually if there was no sale or discount, he wouldn't have enough money, right? He only has $40, the game is $55. But with a 30% off, he might have enough money. So what we need to do is figure out the discount and subtract it from the original price to see if $40 is going to be enough. Okay, so we're going to set up the same word ratio we've been doing, discount over the original price. And so our discount here, we don't know what it is, right? All we know is that it was originally $55 and that it's 30% off, but we don't know the discount. But we know the 30% over 100, so we'll put that in there. Then we're going to cross multiply. We get 100 times x is 100x. 55 times 30 is 1,650. Then if we divide by 100, we get that the discount is $16.50. So then if we take the original and subtract the discount, right, our original was $55, subtract the discount that we just found, the new price of the video game is $38.50. So he has $40. So the answer to their question is yes, he does have enough money, right? He's got an extra $1.50. Okay, time to try some markup problems. So remember, for markup, we're going to be adding at the end if we have to find the total price. Okay, so the first one, Teddy's T-shirt company buys t-shirts for $18.50 per shirt. Needing to pay employees, they use a markup rate of 120%. What is the selling price of a t-shirt? Okay, so the selling price is how much they're actually selling it to the consumers. So what we need to do is find the markup and then add to figure out how much they're actually selling them for. Okay, so this time when we set up our proportion, instead of discount or tax or tip, we're just going to put markup at the top. What is the markup? Okay, that's what we're trying to find here. But we know the original was $18.50, and then percent always goes over 100. With markup questions, you're going to see a lot of percents over 100, right? 120, 150, 200. Companies want to mark up their prices as much as possible to get that profit. So you're going to see a lot of them over 100. And it's okay. You're still going to put 100 for your denominator, not 1,000. Don't start changing the denominator. It's still 100 because it's at a percent. It's per 100, even if it's over 100 for the percent. Okay, now we're going to cross multiply. We get 100x equals 2,220. We're going to divide by 100 on both sides. and we get x is equal to 22.2. Okay, so that is our markup rate. But to find the selling price of how much they're selling the t-shirt to people, right, we're going to have to add it to our original. So 1850 plus 2220 is going to give us 40.7, or in other words, our shirts are going to cost $40.70. Okay, number 6. Scientists R Us Inc. buys telescopes for $32 per telescope. They sell them for $56 each. What is the markup rate? Okay, for this one, for the markup rate, we're looking for the percentage. What percent do they actually sell them for above their original? Okay, so if we think about our proportion, markup over original, we actually don't have the markup just written in here, kind of like that discount problem on the first part. Okay, so we actually need to take what they sell them for and subtract the original. So we would take 56 minus 32, and they're marking them up for $24. Okay, so our markup is $24 over the original price that they bought them for was 32, and then the rate is the percentage, and we're trying to find that, so we're going to put x over 100. Then we're going to cross multiply. 32x is going to be equal to 2,400. We're going to divide by 32 on both sides to get x by itself. And we have x is equal to 75. So then our markup rate is 75%. Okay, number 7. Suppose Best Buy purchases an 8 GB iPod for $75. Find the markup if iPods are sold for 25% over the price that Best Buy paid for them. Okay, so our markup over the original. Okay, we don't know what the markup is, but we know the original was $75. Our markup rate was 25 over 100 because it's 25%. Okay, so then we're going to cross multiply. We'd have 100x is equal to 1,875. Because that's 75 times 25. We're going to divide by 100 on both sides. And we get x is equal to 18.75, or $18.75. Okay, number 8. Anon wants to buy a new Redskins jersey at Sports Authority. Sports Authority originally paid $60 for the jersey, but sells it for $132. At what rate or percent did they mark up the jersey? Okay, so markup over the original is always our proportion. Okay, but if you look here, they don't have the markup just written into the problem. Okay, we have to actually subtract again, right? It was originally $60, they sell it for $132. So if we take $132 minus 60, the markup is actually $72. So we'd have $72 over the original, which was $60, is equal to x out of 100 because we're trying to find the rate or the percent. So we're going to put x over the 100. Then we're going to cross multiply. 60 times x is 60x. 72 times 100 is 7,200. Divide by 60 on both sides, and we get x is equal to 120. So then the markup rate is 120%. On the back, there's 8 questions for you to try. I want to warn you that some of them you have to set up 2 proportions to solve. Like they'll ask you for the tax and then the tip, or the tip and then a discount, or something. They'll ask you for 2 different things, and so you want to do 2 proportions to solve it. Once you're done, get that checked, and then you can move on to the next thing.